Crim here with another episode of Baldur's Gate. I know it's been a while since the last episode. I've been slightly busy with being sick and also doing an art project. I'll go ahead and show you what I worked on. It's for a contest that Square Enix was doing. So resolution is kind of wonky on this. It's actually a massive picture, and if you zoom in you can see lots of details. I posted it on my Twitter if anyone's interested in checking that out. But anyway, let's keep going. So last time we accidentally prompted a cutscene over here with the Raven guy. I had saved right before that, so I loaded right before that. And we are going to avoid doing that until we actually get the book, the ledger, that's over here somewhere. So, reason why is backtracking. I don't want to have to come back and forth with that because I believe I have to have the ledger for that quest. He'll be like, go and get the ledger, and he'll be like, okay. So, I'd rather have it all at once. Alright, so let's see. I haven't looted any of these bodies yet, and I don't really intend to be honest. There's lots of fights that are going to be in this area as well. And I could destroy these torches, but I think that the torches were just keeping these guys away, so if we got rid of that, it would prevent, like, an ambush or whatever. So let's see, where do we need to go? We can go over here and snake up here, or we can just go ahead and get down to what we actually need to do, which is going into the mist area. I feel like going into the mist is actually the best call here. We'll probably get ambushed along the way. And the reason why I think it's the best call is because we need to access that area anyway for lots of quests, and putting it off too long doesn't really help or hurt us. Thing is, it's just a lot of like little fights and generic loot around the area. And the quests, like if you put them off too long, well, then you're just stuck in Act 2 forever for no reason. So let's go ahead and go over here. What's this? Oh, rusty greatsword. Cool. So this is one of the access points. I believe there are 3 access points. There's one in like a fisherman hut area up here where there's a lot of Sahagin, or not Sahagin, some other thing. And there's another one down here. But we're gonna go the main route. Likely get attacked by Gith on the way. Pick that up. Anything else? Letter of surrender. Alright. Let's see. I think... Well, let's go ahead and look at this anyway. I didn't actually read it. Don't think it matters, though. We're just gonna send it to Lizelle anyway. Have her deal with all this. I think this is fine. We will get ambushed further down by Githyanki, but this area... Oh, this is the toll collector with the gold. Ah, that's right, that's right. I actually don't want to come this way just yet.
Oh, I could go for a good meal.
We're gonna go the other route. Reason being, the toll collector is slightly annoying. I plan on using explosives against them. Of course, I think you can just deception check your way into making them, you know, destroy themselves. That's one of the fun things about Act 2. There's a lot of deception checks that are really fun. So we might try that. There, I believe, is an achievement for doing that. I know there's an achievement for not having the cursed gold have a bunch of their, like, cursed effects going on at once. There's lots of fun achievements like that. We come in here, we're gonna get ambushed. There's traps there, and there's really no loot. Same with all the way up here. That was where the run guys were before. Okay, so the fisherman hut is up there. That's what I was trying to think. And there's also a, I just remembered, the undercropped area over here. There's an access point over here where there's a bunch of encounters of, like, bat people or something like that. And it leads into the hidden storage way, so you can also go over this direction. That's stuff that we're going to do before we end Act 2. It's nothing pressing at all. A lot of Act 2's like that, by the way. Where it's a lot of, like, little stuff that you can just do whenever you feel like. And we are totally fine because of the bell effect, right? Yeah, Pixie Blessing. Alright, so if we come over here, we should run into a somewhat familiar NPC, but it's gonna be the first time we'll see her.
Look at that. A Mason's Guild.
corpses on display.
There she is.
Perhaps someone didn't appreciate the most.
Tread carefully. You are still necessary.
And she left the stench of the hells behind her.
Yep, she did in fact do that. So that's, I believe, Raphael's minion. If you get captured by Gut in the Goblin camp from drinking the sleeping potion and being held captive, I believe she's the one that actually comes and frees you. It's one of those like hidden things that most people don't encounter, and it just shows how Raphael is like trying to pull all the strings in the background to pretty much ensure that you're safe. There's lots of tiny things like that where, like, for example,
That's curious.
if you go like full murder hobo in this game, you get certain NPCs that you only get from being
A
full murder
pile of
hobo.
crushed bones of varying shapes, sizes, and
Here lies the
creatures.
Grand Mason, his bones and lies exposed.
So we should have ghost fights down here. I don't feel like stealthing, to be honest. It won't actually make much of a difference, because the whole ghosts and the darkness, they have advantage in the darkness by being invisible. And they can magically put out your light, so that's nice too. But now that we have the pixie thing, we don't actually have to worry too much about that, we just have to worry about the invisibility. So, not the worst thing in the world. Is there anything down here? Oh, there's the elevator. Right.
On it.
I thought that there was something else down here, though. That elevator looked weird, too. Alright, so that's what's her name. I can't actually see her here, but that's the girl that we had to interact with in the Druid Grove. The one that stole stuff. Let's see, anything up here? Not really a fan of how it's not highlighting things. Alright, so let's see. Unless I'm just holding the wrong button. No, I'm holding the right button, and the game just doesn't want to highlight all the containers and things. It makes sense, but still. Can't get up there. There's a treasure chest over here that I would like to get to at some point, but feel like there's not going to be an easy way to get there right now. I can jump from over here, I suppose, to get to it. Try to, at least. I don't want to waste anything right now. Where's my jump? Alright, now come up here. Easy loot is easy, so you might as well get it right. Hey, look, they had some money. Whatever. It's not enough to, like, really matter. So, I believe there's actually an underground area where I was just now. I just didn't find the correct prompt to find it. Cool. Some worthless dye. Exactly what I wanted over here. Okay, so let's come down here. This is gonna hurt a little bit. You guys gonna come over to me or what? Because I took some damage, you don't... Come on. Okay, this is one of the ridiculous things about this game. Will? Will. What are you doing, Will? What are you doing, Will? Okay, Will. Thanks a lot, Will. Thanks so much for doing that. No, we're not doing it this way. I want to do it a different way. Jeez. So annoying. Like, everyone was fine. Everyone was, like, standing still, and then Will's like, I can get over to you, so let me run all the way over to you and mess up the whole thing. So, a little bit of a waste of time, I know. Sorry about that. But I felt like there was some, like,
If you insist.
other thing here. Bark skin? Okay, we can take bark skin. Might be on this other side. Yeah, I don't know. I felt like there was an underground area here. Scroll of Burning Hands, already got that before. Not really good. Alright, so let's just take this again. Maybe this time we can actually find the actual area down here, unless I'm just mistaken and it doesn't exist. I thought that there was like a hidden wall or something. Like right here. This looks like a hidden wall right here. I might not have just interacted with it properly. There we go.
Worth a look.
And we have the key for the key holder. That's what we got from Maul. Or not Maul, but you know what I mean. So let's see. There's not really anything down here. If I recall correctly, there's some traps here and there, but for the most part, there's just going to be some random encounter up here that's slightly annoying, but not the worst thing in the world.
Something over there.
Yeah, it's called a chest. Sorry, a chest that's trapped. With all those gargoyles. I don't think there's anything on the other side of this. There's just the gargoyles that come out and attack you. We can attempt this. No guarantee we're actually going to make it, though, considering how weak we are. Yeah, look at that. If we get hit, we get hit. It's whatever. Just take it.
A long way to go still.
Go and get guidance. Oh, right, you have advantage from Cat's Grace. Maybe I should have you doing all the lockpicking stuff now.
Sharp as ever.
Alright, well, you can try this at least. Sure, I guess. I forgot that this was a thing. And we can end turn-based mode. I guess I missed the opportunity to get whatever was back here, but it doesn't look like there was anything back there anyway.
Good looking.
So, go ahead and loot this. See, I'm just used to Karlach unlocking everything, because it just makes sense for the main character to do all that. I don't really like swapping to other characters just to open up things. Hey, look, it's worthless. Was that a thing of grease? Hey, it was grease at least. Grease is useful. So we lost concentration on something, but I don't really know what it was. Don't really care either. And here is where we get ambushed. By a bunch of, like, monsters. Okay, so we can go ahead and stealth up. I believe... yeah, there's one right there. So let's just do an Eldritch Blast right into him. Path is too far away. Well, why don't you move closer then, dude? Kinda easy. Really wish you'd just move to where you can actually hit. Ah, come on. You can give me a surprise round for that. Considering I hit you. Yeah, it's kind of annoying. You can't really do surprise rounds with spells in pretty much any game, which is a little weird, but whatever. Alright, so just come in here, start beating you. Okay, so you break off into shadows. I somehow got knocked down.
Watch this.
Don't know how I got knocked down either. It's kind of weird. Okay, well, that's the end of your turn. Sentinel. Oh, that was a nice crit. So having Lysel here actually helps a lot. When I first did this, I didn't actually have Lysel. So we had lots of issues when it came to putting up with this stuff. I guess end your turn. I already used your stuff, so... yeah, that's nice. Run away. Okay, so I don't think I can do turn undead to any effect. We can try. Or we can do something fun. unfortunately, everyone's like in a weird position. I can't really do what I want to do in full.
On the move.
Let's get over here. Where is it? Sunbeam. Yep, not bad at all. And go for an action surge. Come over here. And we can... Can we command you to flee? Ah, can't target undead. That's unfortunate. Oh, this is a chance, a 50% chance. Cool. So nice. Well, I guess we're just gonna do this. Give everyone a little bit of health. And just go to town on her. Is there anything I can do that's... we can do this, I suppose. Do a nice smite attack.
Got to focus.
Yeah, so you... I don't know why you got knocked over before. That was kind of weird. Anyone else? I feel like they just turned invisible, like, in this side. So, you can just get over here. What? Oh, there's ice there. Oh. That's why she keeps slipping. I thought that I gave her the boots that made it to where she couldn't slip anymore. No, we didn't. She has something on her that makes it to where she turns the ground to ice, I believe. Yeah, so it creates ice on the ground. Weird. Don't know why I forgot about that, but yeah. We should probably turn that off then. There's not really any reason to have that if it's gonna hinder us like this. I kind of knew it would, but I didn't think it would be that bad. I thought that, oh, well, it's just a few slippery things, you know, she'd be fine. But nope.
Victory awaits.
It, like, totally ruins her character. Mostly I'm just trying to figure out what to give people. Like, I figured, oh, she's got an ice staff, so giving her this makes sense, but
Let's march.
I think Karlach is the one that has the boots. Yeah, can't be enwebbed, ensnared, or slip on grease or ice. So,
Soldier.
it makes sense for Karlach to have something like that.
You sensed this one hid for days as the sounds of battle got closer and closer to town.
Yeah, I really don't care,
You
actually.
didn't even care who won, so long as it ended.
Yeah, let's check for traps first.
Take heed.
Yep, knew it.
See a trap.
And unfortunately, now that I've looked at it, I actually have to do it with her. It's one of the big downsides. Cool. Well, just go ahead and let it explode in my face. I'm not going to waste my inspiration on this. Oh, guiding bolts. That wouldn't have actually done anything.
To the left and...
Are you serious? Come on, game. Oh well, we're out of thieves' tools. Are you... How is that even possible? Jeez. Alright, well, let's just pick it up. We'll take it with us. The odds of that happening are so low. It's like, what, 1 in 400 or something like that?
Looky.
Not that big of a deal, it's just... Sometimes I feel like the game's RNG system isn't very RNG. And whenever you get stuck in a loop, it just keeps you there. That's kind of how, like, most code works whenever it comes to RNG. Where if you find out what the numbers you're in are in, then you can, like, exploit it to a degree. Like, there's, it's pretty common in, like, Final Fantasy, for example. Like, in Final Fantasy 12, I believe. There's basically RNG that's just connected to certain, branches of code that you're in, where it's like, well, you're gonna be in this path, and Pokemon's like this as well for like shiny hunting. If you know how the code actually works, and you know how to like get into a certain bit of RNG branches, you can pretty much exploit it to get shinies all the time. In games like this, I feel like there's the same thing where it's like, if you roll a 1, you're gonna probably get another 1 within the next few seconds before it actually has a chance to move to the next branch. I don't know, I'm just speculating, but it seems like that.
Eggs. I
It's a door. It opens. Kind of hoping for some thieves' tools. I know we left some outside. I'm gonna take those. They look weird. And you, go ahead and read you. We're gonna have to start resting too, because there's a lot of like companion quest things that haven't triggered yet because we haven't been resting. Like there's something with Astarion where it's anything in here, where it's him and his scars and such, and you kind of need it for a quest, a main quest in here. I'm gonna leave the chests. I don't feel like getting them, and this probably just shuts this. Yep. It's logical. Alright, so let's just leave, I suppose. I was thinking maybe we could just go back to camp. I think I have some thieves' tools in camp. They weigh a lot, so I just don't carry them very often. But there's also one that's just outside, so I hope that we don't fail this one. We're going to have Shadowheart do it from now on. I keep on, like I said before, I keep on doing it myself because I'm so used to being the one that does everything like that. It makes sense for the main character to be the one that does all the checks and such. It's convenient. It's the big thing.
Yeah?
That's one reason whenever I play games like this, I usually play as a rogue that has skills unlocked in pretty much everything. I'll be like horrible in combat, but I'll be able to do all the checks. And that's usually enough for me, because the rest of the team, like, they don't need charisma or anything like that. Not unless they're a caster that uses it. So what's the point? Let's see, chest. Put that down right here. And we will save this time. Because I'm not playing games with it. Go ahead and lockpick
Let's
this.
pop you open, shall we?
Give her guidance and hope for the best. Like, it's not that hard of a check, it's just annoying. So, Battle Conduit, whenever you deal damage with a weapon attack, you gain arcane. Well, I don't think that's actually good. I've looked at this arcane thing a few times and it just doesn't seem that useful. So you get bonus spell attacks and difficulty class for the remaining turn. So this is good for like I guess a paladin or something. Someone that does physical combat and also spells. It's also good for a blade-packed warlock. Except I don't think that warlocks can wear helmets.
Defender of the people.
Like, they have to have
Wonder
certain...
what the next move is.
Oh, this is a light armor helmet. Maybe Will could wear it. It doesn't really matter, though, considering I don't use Will
What a charmer.
like that. I don't know. Overall, it's worthless loot, because you have to build around it.
What next?
And that's often not a very good thing. Unless you're actually going for a certain build, like, oh, this is what I want. Oh, and I don't think I showed this. I might have showed this already, but let me just go ahead and pop this. Where is it? Where is it?
What's
Do you have it?
next?
Who has it? Ah, great. I think I left it in camp. Anyway,
Go for a good meal.
I actually have to go to camp for this. I forgot all about it. I think I might have mentioned it last time, but I might not have. So let's go and look into the party. Go to you. Do you have it? You do not have it, do you? No, you don't have it. What I'm talking about is a ring that makes it to where you drop a fog cloud every time you stealth. It might have been on my character, actually. Just not thinking about it.
Whatever
Oh,
comes,
Will has it.
I'm ready.
I just remembered I gave it to Will. At least I thought I did. Okay, game, where is this?
Ignorance breeds madness.
This is unfortunate. I know I have it somewhere.
What's cooking?
It was something that one of the NPCs was selling, so I picked it up. There it is. Okay, so I did have it.
Don't be shy.
I just hit the wrong button. I hit hide instead of disengage. There we go. So that's what I was trying to show you. I was talking before about how good this is. So if you're actually playing as a warlock, you can use this to great effect. So like, give it to him. Pop this on. And because of his like darkness thing, unfortunately he is not a thief, so he can't really optimize this. If he was a thief, he'd get, or sorry, a rogue, he'd get a bonus action disengage. and can do that, and he can... Oh, actually, he can't actually see in that. That's unfortunate. Why are you blind? Weird. Maybe I'm wrong on this. Wait a moment. I'm thinking about it. Okay. Yeah, I am wrong about this. So what it actually was I was misinterpreting the effect. This is a really good thing. However, it does blinding. It doesn't do what I thought it did. See,
Where am I needed?
he can see in magical darkness because of his warlock effect. I don't know which one it was. The, is it the... Does he actually not have it here? Did I forget to give it back to him? Anyway, he can see in the darkness because he's a warlock. But there's also a ring that's in Act 3 that makes it to where you're immune to blindness. And the ring was what I was thinking of in combination with this. And that's actually how I cheesed a lot of stuff with my Dark Urge character. I would just go ahead and disengage, I'd have the ring on, and I'd be able to see just fine. So it was like, you know, the darkness whenever you want. And it lasts for quite a while too, as you can see there. So that was the whole like point of that thing. We're gonna go ahead and leave that. I'm wasting enough time with that. It was just something I meant to explain before, and I just never got around to it. And of course, I misremembered when I was even trying to explain, so that's great. So if we come up here, we'll get her cutscene. Now there's a weird thing that you can do, where if you sneak in, you can find what she wants ahead of time. I'm not gonna bother with that because it's not really worth it. I will bring the bodies back, if you know what I mean. But, yeah. I'm just gonna go ahead and go in here and talk to her. I just didn't want it to be forced by Will, because Will wouldn't be able to make any of the checks or anything like that, and Will would get gifts that I don't want him to have.
Hey! I know you! You're... Twist 'em up! Isn't that Arabella? The little girl Corgan nearly killed? Sorry. Knocks the wind right out of me.
Yeah, I'd be more impressed if I actually killed him. No. Shouldn't be with your parents. That's a powerful spell. Where did you learn that?
That druid idol I took? It changed me. I can do all sorts of stuff now, not just the vines. I think real hard and say some loud words, and then it happens. Mostly.
Oh, can you teach me how to do that?
Maybe. But you gotta help me first. Me and Mum and Pops. We followed Zevlor out here, then he... Well, there was an ambush. Mum yelled, "Run!" So we ran. I could hear him running behind me. Till I couldn't. Still can't find him. But I bet you can. You'll help me, I just know it.
Yeah, I'll find your parents. And then you'll teach me these spells? Yeah, I'll find your parents. You can count on me.
Thanks, miss. I knew you'd help me again. The vines won't last forever. I don't suppose I can stay with you. Just till you find Mum and Pops. I won't be any trouble, I swear it.
Of course, you can stay at my camp.
Oh, thanks. You're the best. So you send Mum and Pops there. I'll be waiting, hero lady.
Yeah, about that. Go ahead and take care of these shadows while we're here.
My faith will protect me.
What do you mean you can't reach them? You're literally standing right next to them. And don't waste a key point, just punch the thing.
No holding back.
Easy fight is easy. I should actually give Will back his shield. Oh, he has a shield, he just wasn't using it.
Damn, it's good to be alive.
Alright, so that should be the last fight that we have to do, hopefully in this area. because we're about to use one of my next favorite deception checks.
That might be worth a look.
Yeah, it might be. Go ahead and look at it, I guess. It's got a ring. Okay, so we need the other one. I believe this gives you... In other games, this would give you like a +1 AC. Yeah, gives you +1 AC. So we'll just go ahead and take that. I don't know where the body is. It might be in this pit. I don't know. We'll look it up. So let's see. We circle around. There's nothing of value in here yet. We have to like loot this entire area at some point. But there is a prompt. I believe it's in here. Raphael is up here talking to himself like a weirdo. So let's just go ahead and open this. Or let's have someone that can actually pick things. Open it.
How tempting.
You know, it'd be funny if I say that and she gets double ones.
I'd love to, thanks.
Okay, so there's quite a bit of fun stuff in here that we can get. So what I was trying to explain before, if you sneak in, because there's a second way here, you can circle around, do her quest ahead of time, and you get some weird interaction by telling her what happened. I don't really like doing it, because there's a risk of messing stuff up, if you're like trying to get extra stuff. Not much of a risk, but there's always a risk when doing stuff like that. Go ahead and come in here. So this is actually a weird boss fight. This guy right here, he gets like crazy buffs, and he gives crazy buffs and all that stuff, depending on the situation.
Oh yeah.
The objective of the Scalpel Sisters is to soothe. For the scalpel indeed is an extension of Shah. See how the patient reacts when I but stroke the right nerve. Hear its comfort, hear the very melody of mercy. Pray, sister, show us the extent of your beneficence. Stop. Stay your hand, for it slaps where it should stroke. We can hardly hear the patient's sighs of solace. Perhaps it is our unexpected audience that makes you quiver. Come, step forward. You are no sister, but that matters none. Every student is welcome.
Okay, I do not wish to study, only lift the curse from this land. What's wrong with you people? You should stop, you're sick. A student, yes, but do enlighten me.
Absence.
Absence. No other word captures the heart of Shah so very perfectly. It is the scalpel-led journey that leads from pain to peace.
A stinging truth, but a truth nonetheless.
See? What is the light of eyes but the cancer that causes one to witness the laceration of being? If light is the symptom, then darkness is the cure. For in light there is presence, but in darkness there is absence.
In light is presence, in darkness, absence.
You are well on your way, but one white orb disfigures you still. Let us finish the cure.
Okay, so we can do a religion check here. It's actually a kind of difficult one. I wish I had my intellect crown on. So, yeah, that's slightly annoying. We do have the bonus from the shapeshifter thing, but we'll just see what happens. Go ahead and give me guidance and hope for the best. I don't think that's gonna be enough. Yeah, 1 off. I always get 1 off. It's so annoying with that. Go ahead and do this. Come on. Don't make me use all of them on this. I want to show off what happens here because it's funny. Okay, well, I'm gonna load and do that again, because honestly, I don't want to waste all my inspiration on a religion check just because I'm stuck without the shapeshifter thing. I should swap the mask over. I don't know why I still have the mask on, because once you have the mask on and you're shapeshifted, you stay shapeshifted. You don't need to keep it on. You just need it long enough to shapeshift. So we're gonna put the crown on and proceed from there. That's the whole point of having it, is for special checks like this. Where is it? The intellect crown, right there. And we'll just skip through that.
While I'm at it.
Everyone get in the room, please. If they're too far away, they won't actually interact with them.
Come, step forward. You are well on your way, but one white orb disfigures you still. Let us finish the cure.
Alright, that should do it. Still really close, though.
You remember a Sharon maxim. Go forth and sow doubt, but do not compel it, for only the willing may know the lady's embrace.
Okay, your subject is tainted. So this actually isn't really a deception check if you pass it correctly.
Only the willing may know the lady's embrace. You know her teaching well. And yet these sisters must exercise their gifts, for the art of absence lies in its execution. How to proceed? I wonder.
Well, what about you? Okay. You must submit? Yeah, we'll go for this one. I think we're gonna go for this one. We can also have them attack each other, but this is a more interesting one.
Yes. Submit I must into the lady's dark-fingered embrace. I see now. By example, I must edify and quell the light that blinds us. Come, sisters, soothe me.
Yep.
Hell did I just watch?
I was misremembering that. I thought that it was a deception check because of just how weird it is. It's a fun persuasion check. We get lots of inspiration back from that. Wow, a lot of inspiration back from that. So I would have been fine anyway. Oh well, not that big of a deal. So we get a battered loot. That's a thing. That's for what's his name. Okay, once per long rest, score a crit hit, will paralyze the target for 2 turns. That's really, really useful. Because paralyze just lets you do multiple crits afterwards. So just take all that. I think you could save him if you're fast enough, but oh well.
He was cured.
Go and talk to you.
The great.
Yeah, these guys don't actually have anything to say.
Bring me your seed.
Hello?
They do have some weird weapons, some like special weapons that you only find here. Scalpels and bone saws and scapulas and all that stuff. Just a bunch of random stuff. Okay, and there is a merchant in here somewhere as well. Don't quite remember where. Oh, they're over here. And the merchant also has the bodies that I need. And I think we're gonna wrap up the episode whenever we turn the bodies in. Oh, a little bit of a spoiler. They're bodies. Hey, look, they're bodies.
The doctors found oblivion. Well,
See that corpse? Arabella's father in the oh-so-decaying flesh.
not dead. Merely medicated. to ease the pain.
Are you serious? Come on, game. I've been having a lot of critical ones this episode.
Yes. Yes. I knew these hands would... Not much left now, but you're welcome to look.
So there should be something that lets me get a long rest. Or I might be misremembering. You can, if you're doing the gold glitch where you're like stealing, well, it's not really a glitch, it's an intended feature of the game. If you're stealing stuff and such, this is a great merchant to steal stuff from, considering they have a bunch of potions that are actually pretty potent and a decent amount of gold. They will turn hostile if you do get caught, I believe. There are some NPCs that even if you get caught, they don't turn hostile. Like in Act 3, the genie and the mummy that are in the circus, you can steal from them all the time, and even if you get caught, no one's going to care. They're not going to attack you or anything like that. So you can just steal from them, and you just keep on getting lower and lower attitude towards them, but then you can just give them gold back, and their attitude's just fine. So just something to keep in mind if you're going that route. I'll show that off more in Act 3, because there's a fun thing with the genie, where he essentially gives you infinite gold.
Now.
Yep. So we're gonna go ahead and take care of this. Go ahead and talk to you. And it's not really good infinite gold, it's something that you have to work towards. But it is an intended feature in the game.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Okay, why were you at this place?
Zevlor. Betrayed. Ran.
The corpse remains silent. It does not.
Surgeon. Elturel.
The spell's power.
Cool. Go ahead and loot the bodies. Nothing of value. Nothing of value. Well, anyway, I'm just gonna borrow this, if you don't mind. Hey, Lizo, you mind helping me out here?
Well, well,
Thanks.
well.
Alright, so there's a few other things we can get here. Rustic sword, a healing ledger. We can go ahead and read that real quick. Oh, that reminds me, I forgot to read the ledger that was back at the last lights. It actually shows that Boo was at the tavern.
On my way.
Something that I did whenever I first played through this area and completely forgot about. Alright, so we can go ahead and leave this spot. Go to camp. And where is she? Where is she? I think she's over here. No, I think they... See, this camp is weird. Because of how sprawled out it is. They're up here. Cool.
I don't get it.
Thou wilt.
Okay, let's go ahead and dump the bodies. Because we don't need them. Boop.
Onward.
I'm hoping Larian actually addressed this. So one thing,
Attention.
she's right next to someone that can reincarnate people, right? And we have the bodies.
Can I touch your face?
Okay, go ahead and drop you. Sorry, pick up. I don't know what I was doing there. Just move you a little closer. Pick you up. I don't think this will do anything, but it'd be nice. You know what, just keep them on me. Do I have anything that I can deposit to make this easier on myself? Go by weight. I haven't used these in a very long time. Same with the water, I just don't use them. This is completely worthless now, so send that to camp.
What were you before you were this?
Too heavy, come on. I got plenty of room to pick up that as well. Okay, send to camp. I don't know why I pick up a bunch of random junk all the time. Really have no idea. These are worthless now, so send these to camp. They're only useful for summoning the Drider at the start. I don't think I'll be able to pick up both of them. Oh, there we go. We just barely have both of them. Being encumbered. Disadvantage on ability checks. Okay, so this might be an issue for persuasion, but we can check it out anyway.
Hey, you. You find Mum and Pops?
Yeah, I found them. They're right here. Ah, I can't show them to you? Ah, that's annoying.
No. No. I don't believe you.
Well, I literally have them on me. I wish Larian would actually include that, like, here they are, you know. But...
It isn't true. Get away from me.
Sure, it's not true. Anyway, move that out of my way. Here you go. That's thing 1. Here's thing 2. Do you believe me now? Look, they're holding hands.
Fate, dost thou require a new ally?
You don't have anything to say about it right now?
Leave.
Yep. So we're gonna rest and see what happens. Because we haven't rested, and we're gonna wrap up the episode after that as well. So go ahead and save right here. And this should be... Yep, there's Raphael. Oh, there's you, actually.
Playtime's over, pet.
What do you want, Mizora?
Drop the attitude and perk up your ears. You've got a new mission. Absolute's cult has gone and grabbed one of Zariel's assets. A devil. And a powerful one at that.
Yeah, you would say that.
They're locked up in the cult's fortress, Moonrise Towers. And you're getting him out.
Okay. So, how did they get captured?
Well, your playmate's wasting precious time. Let's see about getting her priorities fixed. Clause Z, Section 13. Should promised soul refuse obeyance, I'll make it simple. Now, be a good boy and play fetch.
Mizora's words may be flippant, but they are tinged with desperation. She cannot afford for Will to fail this mission. This may be your best chance to negotiate Will out of his pact.
Oh, and
your mind links with Will.
What are you doing?
A doubtful Will catches his breath, but says nothing. And you'll connect.
Interesting. Now, why should I go letting my favorite pet off his leash?
Okay. You could always let the cult infect your assets. We could do that, considering we get bonuses from being a barbarian and such. Yeah, no, that's nonsense. The history check is decent. We're gonna go for the intimidation. Go for thaumaturgy, and that. I don't know if I made it. Actually, we did. But it always lowballs me on guidance. That's one reason I don't like the 1d4. I wish it was just, you know, a set amount.
Incredible. You actually think you hold the winning hand? Fine. I'll play your game. But I amend the pact once the mission's done, not before. Clause F, Section 9. Soulbinder shall bestow reward or now to Moonrise, pet.
Alright. Well, that's taken care of. Do we have Speak with Animals on? We do not. Oh, we do. We do. And we have to talk to Asterion now. And also talk to Will.
Boo!
You know, I feel a connection between us. Like, you might be a little naive in the ways of the world, but I see promise in you. Ambition. Just that you have a big heart. So I was thinking, what would be the right thing to do when we get to Moonrise Towers? When we come face to face with whoever is controlling the parasites in our heads? Gods! Now try to think outside the box just a little. Consider the parasites in our skulls, and think how many others have the mind flayers and they're not just goblin trash. Whoever's waiting for us at Moonrise Towers controls it all. But if we can take that control from them, imagine the power we'd wield.
Yeah, evil power, I won't do it. And how would we do that exactly? Until we transform into mind flayers, you mean?
That's just the thing. If we control the parasites, then we can order them not to change us. I'm just saying, there's an opportunity here. If we can control the tadpoles, we can keep ourselves safe and liberate the world from this evil.
I'll consider it.
It's not often the universe hands you something like this. Of course, this all assumes we live long enough to find this, moonrise. But I'm feeling optimistic. Cazador, sired 7 spawn. Me and my 6. I was one of his first. Some of the others came years later. He was a monster to us all, but did take special pleasure in my pain. He said, my screams sounded sweetest.
Oh, that's nice of him.
Now that I'm gone, I don't know. I pity the other 6.
Okay, cool. Whatever you say, dude. Alright, and we have to talk to Will. So, with Asterion, for his, like, redemption quest, if you're, like, constantly being negative towards him, he has the chance of just leaving the party. So, that's why I'm saying I'll consider it, even though I have no intentions of doing that route.
The more bullshit she pours, the more of it I'm forced to swallow.
Mazora set me on fiends inside and outside the Hells. She's never ordered a rescue.
Gods. She makes a mockery of everything the Blade stands for. Such an asshole.
That's not what you said. You said arse. Alright. Well, should be gone good enough. Do the mission, and Mazorio freed you from your pact.
Thank you for sticking your neck out for me. I mean it, but I'm not going to celebrate till I'm actually free. Can already feel her scheming. She won't let me go without a fuss. Trust me on this.
Yeah, it's not like you have a choice.
Not just rot. I'd have to fuck one of those mindless blobs clawing at demons on the front lines of the Blood War.
Ah, that's horrible. I'm sorry.
I always knew what my future held, and I know I chose right.
Yep. So they have your father at the thing. She confirmed it.
Then we know our mission. All roads converge at Moonrise.
Yeah, can we trust her?
I was 11 when the Councillor spotted and slayed an assassin who stalked father from the shadows. I was 13 when she brought word of a goblin warband advancing on Rivington. Her keen scouting saved her. The Councillor's loyalty to my father is beyond question. She's as steady as Tyr's heartbeat, as upstanding as the Sword Mountains. Father's at Moonrise Towers, and we need to save him.
Sure, whatever you say. Okay, so do they have a reason to take your father?
They want violence, they want control, they want Baldur's Gate. Who better than Grand Duke Ravengard to surrender it? Who better than the commander of the Flaming Fist to dismantle its defenses? They will infect him, and the city's guardian will become its ruin, unless we put a stop to it.
Oh, Moonrise it is, then.
We can't and we won't. The shadows be damned.
Okay. Is there anything else here? Not that I can see. We can talk to Lizelle, I guess. And if she doesn't have anything new to say, then none of the other characters do.
Greetings.
Just notice she's got an Illithid head on her wall right there. That's nice. Really nice touch. Okay, so let's continue this. We're gonna have to do another rest later to get Astarion's quest prompt. Oh, great. Here we go with this.
The voice of the Absolute is strong here, and getting stronger. I don't know how much longer I can resist it. But it's good to see you're making progress.
I think you can, like, choke her right now if you wanted to.
You took an unexpected route here. You did a brave thing, saving those people in the grove.
It wasn't even a choice, they needed help.
Not everyone would have helped. It just doesn't stop. We are being bombarded by waves of telepathic energy. Wave after wave with hardly a breath, but each wave a set of orders to the infected. The order for your transformation has been given many times already.
Uh-huh. So you keep saying, why should I believe you?
I'm not going to argue with you, but pray you never find out. I am the only one who can resist the Absolute's influence. Hence its fear of me, its desperation. Unfortunately, that also means it is dedicating more and more resources to my retrieval. The task ahead is monumental. But we're all that stands between victory for the Absolute and freedom for all. This is not just about you and I anymore. It has become far bigger than us. You must infiltrate Moonrise Towers, discover the secrets of the Absolute, and put an end to it. So we can finally be free.
Yeah, that was kind of the plan.
Now I must rest.
Okay, thanks, I guess. So that's a, like, plot MacGuffin if you wanted to try and romance the Guardian. You'd get random stuff like that. A lot of inspiration. All of a sudden, a lot of inspiration out of nowhere. Alright. Let's see. I don't feel as bad about the whole save scum thing then, because I would have gotten filled back up anyway. So let's go ahead and leave camp. And then we're going to re-enter camp. And by doing this, hopefully the little girl will actually talk to us now. I feel like Wither might have talked to her a few times. It's so hard navigating this place. Where are they? Oh, they're up here. Oh no, one of the bodies is gone. That's unfortunate. Oh well, not a big deal. I was gonna actually keep those. I didn't expect the body to just disappear.
I don't believe it. They can't be.
Breathe, child. Resist not the winds of change. Let them carry thee.
No. No!
Listen. Dost thou not hear it? Where creation meets ruin, where morning meets midnight, the root of all being. Balance.
They're dead. I can't. Balance.
Your very soul is tangled in shadow. Arabella's magic, wild as cursed briar. Her talent is now yours too.
The girl must learn the ways of the arcane, but she shan't remain here.
Okay, so where will she go then?
The weave knows her purpose. It will guide her plainly, if she listens. Arabella holds a power beyond reckoning. That of the decaying forest and the seedling that bore it. But it is unbalanced. Her yoke is already heavy. If she walks thy path, it will surely break.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Arabella will depart once thou dost leave these accursed lands. She will find her way safely. Thus, it is fated.
Bowman, you're making me leave.
Fear not, girl. Abandon not the weave, and it shall not abandon thee.
Yeah, you can trust Withers.
You feel her grief fade as if it were your own. There is a lightness in her now, veiling the power within, soothing it.
Is that my future? Is that why they died?
It is.
It's wonderful. Thank you, Bowman, for being nice. If there are people like you around, perhaps everything will be all right.
Alright, well that's taken care of. So Shadowblade is decent. Not the best thing, but it's another ring. One thing I was going to mention before, I mentioned this back in the Druid Grove about saving her. It was pretty much just for this. Now that we have access to this, we can now entangle the undead and all that stuff. It's a once per long rest, but this is a pretty useful ability, to be quite honest. And obviously for her interaction with Withers, lets you see more of his character. If she dies from the Viper, the mother will actually get revenge on Korga. And I believe that messes up her quest chain, unless she might get caught. And there is also some speculation that the reason why these two got killed in the darkness or whatever was because they give you the ring of, I think it's Dancing Light or something like that, the cantrip ring. And because they don't have that, that's supposed to be the reason why they get attacked by the shadows and all that. Even though this guy literally said that they died from the sisters attacking them and not the shadows. So if you leave the ring with them, it doesn't change anything. This pretty much still happens no matter what. So just mentioning that. Okay, and I think we're going to wrap up the episode here. Gonna go ahead and save. And we'll talk to them one more time, see if she has anything else to say.
If Bowman says, I wish it was different. I wish Mum and Pops was here. I don't feel so strong. Or anything.
Yep, cool. So yeah, nothing else to say to you. How about you?
Fate, dost thou require a new
And nothing
ally?
else to say to you. So yeah, this is Crim signing out. Next episode, we will be taking care of, what's his name, the guy who we got the loot from. I don't even know if I have the loot on me, the battered loot. We'll be taking care of his quest, where we're trying to restore his memory. And we should also talk to Halsin before that, because his quest is actually tied to Halsin's quest. So hopefully we can take care of all of that next time. But yep, this is Crim signing out.